Hi, my name is Evie, founder of Smart with Money Planning. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about how to overcome the income inequality problem in America specifically. So what am I talking about? Basically, you look at all kinds of statistics and it's harder for the average American to get ahead. You get a job, the average job, whatever that may mean, maybe a service job or customer service, or manufacturing, or maybe even office jobs. It's just they look at the economists look at all kinds of data, and the bottom line is that you can get what would have been considered a pretty solid job in the past, and you're still going to be struggling to make ends meet. Your lifestyle will still not be what you want it to be, and what it could have been years ago if you had the same job. So what does this mean? This means that in order to get ahead, you have to pretty much work toward financial freedom. And how do you do that? You have to increase your income, and the easiest way to do that is to either get into a higher paying field, and a lot of the trades are overlooked. Pipe fitters, electrician, plumbers, carpenters, contractors, and that's not for everybody, but I've seen a lot of stories of a lot of the tradesmen and people work with their hands that have gotten a pretty good deal as far as low debt and high income relative to the average American. We're talking 50,000, 60,000 plus on average. So if someone goes to college, and I'm talking about what the most disadvantaged person in my eyes right now is a person who goes to college because they want to make their mom, their dad proud, their parents proud, and they just really get into something that they're not passionate about, and then they don't get the best job. They get a job that maybe pays them in 30,000s or 40,000s, and once they get their place, once they start paying their student loan, once they pay for their transportation and just a couple guilty pleasures, they really are, it's hard for them to save. So let's say you still don't care to work with your hands. Then most of the majors that make pretty good money and have good career options are the STEM majors: science, technology, engineering, math related majors, and that's also not for everybody. Not everybody is into science and math and engineering type stuff. So where does that leave the English major, the history major, the creatives who would have went to school for some kind of literature or some type of humanities? That leaves them usually with just a tough position where they don't make a lot of money. How do they get ahead? And how does everyone else get ahead? Even if you are an engineer, or even if you are actuary or lawyer or something, who knows? My point is, you have to hang up your own shingle. You have to start your own LLC, your own S Corp. And if you get big enough, your own C Corporation. The deck is so stacked against the average worker and so stacked in favor of the owners, the business owners. So that is the bottom line. What are you good at? What are you passionate about? What do you enjoy doing? What do people see you as good at, better than most people? What do people ask you for advice on? Do you bake? Do you design clothes? Do you know a lot about travel or about a certain type of history? Are you a good speaker? Are you good at writing? Are you good at art of some sort? This is a product or service that people will pay for, and people do pay for. There are artists who are multimillionaires. There are people who cook who are very successful. There are people who do all kinds of professions, and they get paid for it. So if they could do it, why not you? You know, my parents are Nigerian, and it's a very common phrase. When a Nigerian parent said, "Do they have two heads?" You know, that's basically saying like, "Hey, this human being can do it. Within reason, you could do it too." Now, could I jump like LeBron James or shoot like Kevin Durant or Steph Curry? Absolutely not. So there's limits to that. But as far as having some type of talent, you know, I didn't know that my Smart with Money channel, Smart with Money planning business would become profitable. You know, I lost multiple thousands the first year, and I just about broke even the next year. And so now it's a different story, and I'm very grateful. But if I didn't try to go for it, then I wouldn't be here. If I just said, you know what, yeah, I got an accounting degree, yeah, I'm an accountant, okay, I got a CPA. This is a big secret. I got a CPA, and my employer at the time did not care. I was there for basically 2 years, no promotion, right? So now eventually that changed when I switched jobs, but it's hard to get ahead. That's all the point of this video is. It's like, wow, I went to a top accounting school, University of Illinois in Champaign, you know, and I mean, of course, there are students who are better, but and then I got a CPA, and okay, shrugs from my employer, you're still gonna make the same amount of money. You know, you're not gonna get ahead financially from that. Now, in order for me to have more money, it comes from Smart with Money planning, my business, right? And so that is something that I'm saying out of love for the average person that, hey, it didn't look pretty when I first started. A lot of debt, credit card debt, a lot of, you know, savings that went down. So my point is, if you need someone to help you build your side hustle, who's been through the struggle, who wants you to get to the point where you don't worry about your finances, where you have days where, you know, you have, you know, a good amount of money come in and you're like, wow, I don't have to wait for my paycheck or anything. It's a great feeling. So I want to help you structure your passion. Maybe you know a lot more about a specific topic. You know, there are people who just curate, and all that means is to take content from other places and package it nicely and present it nicely with their little commentary, and they make a lot of money from that. Now, they're not even really creating the source content. They're really just, it's their organization and their little spin and flavor that they put on it that's selling. What I'm saying is there's so many different hustles, or there's so many different types of businesses that you can do out there, that there's going to be one that will work for you. And you just got to feel like, you know, what would I enjoy doing if I didn't have to worry about money at all? And it's probably that, whatever that is. You know, maybe you enjoy helping people with financial decisions, which might be one of the lamest passions ever, but I get excited about helping people with financial decisions. You know, it had a big impact on my life growing up. Some of the financial decisions that were made, and you know, God bless my parents, they did their absolute best and they did a great job. That I just realized later as I learned more that there were a couple things they could have done differently, and that might have, you know, saved us from some challenges that we had. So that's really what my passion for financial planning comes from. So, you know, I'm here for you. You want to structure your business right. Do you want to make sure that you are on top of your business, whether you don't even have a business entity like an LLC yet, or whether you have it but you don't even know how much money you make every month, or if you lose money, or what your biggest money maker in your business is, what your, you know, unnecessary expenses are, or excessive expenses. Accounting and financial management is one of the biggest indicators for a business owner to make decisions that can help their business be more successful. Or if they don't make those decisions because they don't have that information, they don't have the right financial organization and expert, then they could end up going bankrupt. So I want to help you. I want you to overcome the income inequality problem. I want you to avoid being bankrupt. I want you to no longer worry about finances. And so that's where I come in. All right. Hope you have a great day. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you. My name is Eby with Smart with Money Planning. Have a great day. Bye.